We're going to do something you guys search for a lot. That's a chicken kebab. A beautiful, simple, spiced kebab. Kind of a play on a chicken tikka sort of tandoori flavour. It's lovely, delicious. I'm going to pimp it up with some beautiful slawy vegetables. It's going to be really, really nice. First up, it's all about flavour. So down here, we've got our spices. And that's going to be the marinade for the chicken. You want 2 cloves of garlic, just peel them. Ginger, you just want a 3cm chunk. I'm using a box grater to grate the garlic and the ginger. By doing it on the box grater, you get juice coming out as well. It's quite nice to do for marinades. Half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, just to give it that nice smoky flavour. Then I'm going to go in with half a teaspoon of turmeric. It's really high in iron. 1 teaspoon of garam masala. You want to add about 140 mils of yogurt. Really good for kind of, you know, helping tenderise meat, getting the flavours in there. And then just 60 mils of passata. And then let's season that with a little salt and pepper. Give it a nice little mix. So, I've got 4 lovely chicken breasts here. Now, this is going to make 12 skewers, 12 portions for smaller people, or 6 portions for very large people. Skinless, so it's nice and lean, lovely, healthy. Chicken's a wonderful carrier of flavours. I'm going to slice it up into 2.5cm, 1-inch chunks. You could use fish, beautiful veggies. This marinade is going to work beautifully for all of them. So give it a really good mix up. A 2-hour marinade in the fridge will be wicked, but overnight, unbelievable. You get that flavour right through it. Wash hands, wash board. Okay, so the chicken's marinated. Let's get some peppers going in this story. Remove the seeds and any of the white pith. Slice this up into chicken-sized chunks. I'm just going to show you one of these skewers. Get your chicken, slide on the pepper. Don't pack the chicken on too tight. It just doesn't help the chicken cook quickly and evenly. So let it kind of breathe a little bit, like that. Very, very nice. I'm just gonna do 4 of these little bad boys. I've got my griddle pan on here. I just wanna put the chicken straight onto the griddle pan. A little bit of salt and pepper. So these are gonna take 4 to 5 minutes. So while that's cooking, wash my hands. Okay, these kebabs are looking pretty good. Let's turn it over. It looks like it's kind of burnt, but that's the yogurt and the spices, and that char's kind of quite nice. It's going to give you that kind of semi-authentic sort of char you get from charcoal or wood. So we'll keep looking after that and turning it. Time for our beautiful slaw. So we'll get the finest slicer on. Have a little look at this. This is like a little world of veggies. This has all been washed. I'm just going to let the processor do all the work. Machine on. Carrots, radishes, even with the nice green bits as well. Cabbage, white and red, onion, beautiful beets. Fennel. So look, it's a pack of edible cards, you know what I mean? Look at those beautiful beetroots. Lots of different colour, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to just dress that up. I'm going to go into a bowl. 2 nice big heaped tablespoons of yogurt. It's 90% less calories than if I was using mayonnaise. And then just hit it up with a lemon. So let's just squeeze that lemon juice into there. Salt and pepper. I'm gonna grab some herbs, parsley, mint, dill, any blend of, just a handful, that's what you need. I'm gonna finely chop the herbs here. Really, really tasty. Now's the excitement, get your hands in there. I wanna mix it up thoroughly to get every little bit of shredded veg covered in that lemon juice. Gorgeous. Look at that. Now we need to taste it. Really nice. We've got our kebabs. They're looking lovely. They're kind of gnarly. You can finish this with bread as your carbohydrate, or rice, nice brown rice, cooked to the packet instructions. 60 or 80 grams per person. You don't have to try too hard to do anything flash with it. Gorgeous little slaw. Then we've got our kebabs here. Now don't be in a rush to serve it straight away. It will kind of like just relax and rest in to all those beautiful things. Just a little bit of those chopped herbs on the top like that. Nice. Really simple, beautiful Indian spice chicken kebab with rainbow slaw. I just serve that with a little bit of lemon now. So there you go, guys. Thanks ever so much. Until next time, bye. We're gonna do real chicken nuggets. I think this is a nice opportunity to take something that maybe is famous for not being quite so good
and turning into something that looks really good and it's good for you.
My kids love these, and I love them too. We're gonna serve that with sweet potato fries. An amazing swap out that you guys can do in health and deliciousness, most importantly, is swap a potato dish out for a sweet potato dish once a week. and if you're a little bit feisty, twice a week. Whoop. So we've hacked these up, and the lovely Amber is she's gonna season these with some salt and pepper. That was my impression.
Of who?
Someone American, but I'm not very good. A thimble of extra virgin olive oil. And then we have the secret ingredient, sweet paprika. Have a sniff. It's good. Just a little pinch. Makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Shaky woo woo.
By the way, I've left the skin on. That's the most nutritious part, and also it goes really candy-like and gorgeous and crispy. This goes in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. Chicken. No gristle, no bones, no mechanically reclaimed meat. So I'm gonna slice sort of like 2 finger-sized pieces of chicken, kind of like this. Let me just wash my hands. I'm going to show you how to make the crust. The crust is using cornflakes. We're going to put some cornflakes in here. They've got no added sugar. We don't want that. We can lightly season them with salt and pepper. You can even put herbs like rosemary in. You can fry these nuggets in a little pan. But if you want to bake them so they're a little bit healthier, all you have to do is put a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil in here, and they'll go lovely and golden and crisp, which is what we want. So let's wazz this up. So there you go, all crushed up. Tell me, what is the favourite thing that you love most about running your channel and cooking all these beautiful things?
Well, filming is really fun, but just getting the comments. I've gotten comments saying, oh, I showed this to my kid and now they like carrots or something. And it's really cool to know that you're like changing and making a difference.
Can you whisk the eggs? 2 eggs. Beautiful job on the whipping from the eggs.
Thank you.
So Amber, feel free to dab in the flour. I'm using whole wheat flour because it's better for you and it does the same job. And then we can go into the egg. And from the egg, I'm gonna go into the corn. The flour makes the egg stick, which makes the corn stick. So you're making the delicious crust. My lovely wife does this for the kids. She'll do like a batch, right? She'll make it for that day and then she'll freeze up like, 6, 7 other portions, put them in little bags, ready for a rainy day when the kids want something sort of, you fast, you can cook them from frozen.
You can eat good chicken nuggets that are frozen.
Yeah, absolutely, even frozen, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna whack these in the oven with the sweet potatoes. We're gonna cook them for around about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. They're gonna go golden and crisp and lovely. So, check out those bad boys. And then we have the nuggets, boom! What a lovely color these are. So you see they're crispy and golden. So I'm just gonna rack it up like that. We got our nuggets, we got our sweet potato, we got our slaw.
We made these slaws on my channel. They're healthy rainbow slaws, so if you want to get the recipe, click here.
Okay. Proper chicken, nice and juicy.
The skin is really good. That kind of crispy.
So there you go, guys. Very simple.
And delicious.
Made by yours truly and the lovely Amber. Hi guys, hope you're well. Okay, I'm gonna do a nice little dish. This is a classic Oliver household mid-week dinner or lunch. Chicken lollipops with charred asparagus, mint and pea couscous, and a beautiful sun-dried tomato sauce. It's really quick, it's really nutritious. It's from my brand new book, Superfood Family Classics, and it's a really lovely dish. I think you're gonna love it. I'm gonna do it all in one pan, a quality non-stick large pan. Put that on a high heat. With the asparagus, let it naturally snap. There's nothing wrong with this, it's just a bit stringy and chewy, okay? There's no fat, there's no olive oil. With asparagus, if you dry grill it or dry toast it in a non-stick frying pan like this, you get really amazing nutty asparagus flavors that you would never get through steaming or boiling. So, couscous. This is whole wheat couscous. So you're absolutely having loads more fiber. These are fresh peas. You could use frozen as well. A pinch of salt goes in. You can put some pepper in as well. I'm also going to use lemon. Get yourself a nice little fine grater like this, okay? It's just the yellow part of the zest going in, and that's the oily, fragrant, delicious part. So we've got very simple but lovely flavors happening there. I've boiled a kettle, and I'm simply going to cover that. Couscous is already cooked You just need to rehydrate it, and it takes like 5-6 minutes. I'm gonna put my plates on top. Peas and couscous essentially are done. We're using lovely free-range chicken breast. You'll notice there's a thin side and a thick side. We're just equaling out the thickness as well as tenderizing it, and it means that it's all gonna cook at an even rate. So just 3 or 4 skewers. You want them to be cut down so they fit inside your pan, okay? I wanna create little lollipops. So I'm just gonna wash my hands. These asparagus are pretty much done. They're still kind of, they got life in them, but we've sort of made them a little bit softer. I'm gonna start to cook the chicken now. I'm gonna season that with a little salt and pepper and a drizzle of oil. So the asparagus here goes onto the plate, right? So you can tell they're hot and steamy and gorgeous. The chicken is in the pan. What we get in there is a really nice crisp finish. I'll turn this other chicken over. If you apply something flat like this, in let's say like a little pestle and mortar, it's quite a nice little tip. And I'll tell you why. It really compresses the meat, so you have perfect contact with surface area, and it helps to cook it quicker, and it gives you a crispier crust. I'm gonna pick through some mint to chop, right? So this is to chop through my couscous. So the tips I'm putting to one side. I'm just gonna sprinkle those on top. Chive flowers, look how beautiful they are. And they have the most beautiful, subtle onion flavors. Whatever herbs you got available, you can kind of run with it. I'll chop through that. There's our chicken lollipops. Notice that you've got the kind of seared color on the outside. I'm gonna put that on top of the asparagus. Why? Because it's gonna rest now, right? Chuff up all of this. Look, hot and steamy. We're going to lift all those flavors with these wonderful, wonderful herbs, okay? Mix that up. I want a little bit of tartness happening here. Squeeze the juice in this bad boy. That's about a quarter of the lemon. Put that through the couscous just to give it an edge. I want to show you how to make a quick sauce. A couple of tablespoons. Beautiful organic yogurt. I'm going to use some sun-dried tomato paste. 1 teaspoon, give or take. I'm going to put some lemon juice in here, guys. Let's call it a quarter. And just a little pinch of salt for seasoning. And you've got a really simple, delicious sauce. Let's plate up. So we're going with the couscous first. I'm then going to go in with the asparagus here. And then let's go and have a little look at our chicken over here. This is a nice clean board. And what I'm going to do is get my chopper and just put it in between the skewers. The kids just love that. Look, let's have another little look, right? Juiciness, not overcooked, right? Loads of character. And we've got a little wedge of lemon, sun-dried tomato sauce, herbs, and the only thing I forgot was my nuts. I'm always forgetting my nuts. So you have to use your imagination in this one. They are much nicer when they're toasted, but I'm going to sprinkle these over my lovely dish. Really, really delicious cooking. Hi guys, hope you're well. Okay, we're going to make a really delicious, nutritious, super quick chicken meal. This is marinated chicken with lemon and spices, grilled on the char grill and served with smashed sweet potato and beautiful sprouting broccoli with a little olives. Let's get into the spirit and the idea behind a marinade. Down here, we have got spices, black pepper here, paprika, cayenne, we've got the turmeric, and a little seasoning of salt. Take this as a recipe, and if you don't like the spice, you can pull it back. You can try different spices. You can make it your own. So I'm gonna grate some garlic in here. Take my little lemon, cut in half, lemon to one side. The fragrant skin is unbelievably tasty. We'll squeeze the lemon juice in, like this. I'm just gonna finely chop the parsley here, and in it goes. And then just a little piece of onion. There's acidity in the onion, and this acidity works in marinades to really help penetrate the flavour in. I've got a little bit of tomato puree here, just a little heaped teaspoon like that. And then we'll start bringing it together. And normally I'd use an olive oil, but I'm using rapeseed oil here. Look at that, right? That is flavour right there. Get your chicken breast, cut that chicken breast in half. I'm gonna get that marinade, rub it all over. And of course, if you could leave this in the fridge overnight, fantastic. So I've got a griddle pan on full whack. We're gonna go in to the char grill like this. Also, I've got the lemon here. We're gonna char grill that. And this is interesting because when you char grill a lemon, instead of just getting acidic lemon juice, you get sweet and sour. So guys, look, let's have a little look. This has had about 1.5 minutes. Look at the color, guys, look at the color. And that is flavor. It's caramelizing, look at that. So I want to kind of pair it up with sprouting broccoli here. Boiled sweet potato, gonna smash it. And let's plate up. Very simple midweek dinner that's tasty and really, really healthy. That is done. Look at that, guys. Some nice sprouting broccoli here. Little olives. If you just break over just a couple, the flavor is phenomenal. Got the lemon that's char grilled. Just finish that of that lovely rapeseed oil. Squeeze that lemon over the top. Should we have a little try? Yum. Very, very good. That's absolutely delicious. A lovely, quick, midweek meal full of flavor. Take care. It's me.
And Gennaro.
And we're gonna cook a beautiful dish, chicken in milk. We're gonna have some fun with it. This is gonna be a whole bird with lemon, sage, garlic. And we're gonna cook it in milk. When you put lemon in milk,
it will split
into little curd. Don't be under the illusion that this chicken is anything like one you've ever had before. This is something completely different. So the first stage of this little journey, you get a whole bird, rub it up with salt and pepper.
Yeah, leave it to
really
me.
Season the outside of the chicken. Get a nice pan that snugly fits this bird. This way it's going to keep moisture in, and it's just going to gently, beautifully cook it. I'm going to take butter. As soon as you add the butter, it's going to start caramelizing. We want to get color on the chicken, and when it looks like the butter's burnt, we pour it all out of the pan and we put a fresh one in. It's going to be really, really good. Okay, so that's colouring up nicely. I've got the sage leaves picked here. We've got our little friend, Mr. Cinnamon. A whole bulb of garlic, guys. Some people might think that's a lot. Absolutely not. Leave them in the paper and just give them a little spank. That just cracks it. By keeping it in the skin, you get a much sweeter flavour. So it's not going to be pongy, garlicky. It's going to be gentle and sweet and gorgeous. And the other thing is the lemons. I'm just going to take the zest off like this. Let's look at that. Just show him how burnt it is.
Look at that.
So that's burnt butter, right? We are going to get rid of that. We don't have to clean the pan out because there's actually sticky goodness on the bottom of that pan. So then we'll go fresh butter, sweetness. And that's actually the key. We want that sweetness to really cook into the chicken. Ow! Let's try that, see, that's calmer. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is indeed.
You can see we're getting good colour now. We're going to take this out again. We've got burnt butter again. Some of you might feel that this is wasteful. It's not really wasteful. You don't do this process very often, but you're getting a unique flavour from doing this. So let's just turn that heat down. We're going in with the last knob of butter, the cinnamon. We're going to go in with the lemon zest, then the garlic, and that's going to fry, and the flavour's going to be phenomenal. And then this frumpy old herb called sage, the minute that hits the chicken fat, the sticky goodness in the bottom, the lemon, the garlic, the cinnamon, the fat, it's going to completely transform. This is a really incredible flavour combination. Seasoning goes in, pepper goes in, then just when we feel that we've got a nice bit of frying action happening, then we break it.
Oh yes.
With milk.
Look at the colour
So
inside.
there we go. Then we go back in with the chicken. Add a squeeze of lemon.
Go on, give me a squeeze of lemon, it's nice.
And that will split the milk. So what you're going to get and observe from this is like little delicate curds of cheese, and then the whey splits out and kind of gets all the sticky bits off the bottom of the pan and out the chicken, so you get kind of like milky gravy and then curds of cheese, and then you're going to get something really, really special. So in an oven, 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we will cook this for about 1.5 hours, and I'll turn it a couple of times. So 1.5 hours has passed, and in that time, Gennaro's made a little mashed potato. We've blanched off and steamed some Swiss chard, some broccoli, spinach. And now for the pièce de résistance.
Via! Oh my. Yes!
Here she is. Look in here, guys. There's almost like homemade ricotta here, and it's just phenomenal. Serious flavour. Traditionally, you would use polenta, but we're going to use mashed potato.
Yes.
Look at that. Really special. I'm going to put the greens on. This is what it's all about. I'll just put this over the top. And when you get the curds from the milk, it's a phenomenal thing. Something a bit different. That little hint of spice from the cinnamon is spectacular.
Put them on top, yeah.
And that's it. Chicken, cooked in milk, lemon, sage, garlic, mashed potato. Something really, really special. So, shall we?
Shall we? Oh my God.
That juice is delicious, isn't it?
Yep.
And the cinnamon's subtle.
And the garlic with the mashed potato with that juice.
I like it, Gennaro.
I love it.